For a digital collage, you will need some traditional tools, such as a scissors and pencils. Other supplies that you will need is paper as well. Now, if I'm looking at the piece of artwork on your right-hand side there, and seeing Matisse's artwork, I'm going to start out with the background. Now, the background is blue. I'm going to work from the background to the foreground. So the next thing that I would probably add is the black piece. I've already cut this piece to fit perfectly. That's the background. Now there's several things in the foreground. There are some nice stars around the side, or some organic shapes around the side. There are several ways that you can use your tools. One way is to draw with your scissors. So notice I have no lines down, but I'm going to make one of those organic shapes that I see in his artwork. I first cut out of the large sheet of paper a smaller piece of paper. That makes it easier for my hands to handle. Now I'm coming in and I'm cutting small pieces. And I'm cutting them off. I'm not trying to use my scissors all the way around this piece. I'm using small little cuts and cutting them off step by step. That's what drawing with scissors would look like. If it's a more difficult shape, like the figure, I can take and draw it out first. I'm going to use a similar tactic. I have it on a large piece of paper, so I'm going to cut around my figure. This is what I call a bubble cut. Call it a bubble cut because we basically make a bubble around the image that I'm going to be creating. By bubble cutting it first, this is going to make it easier for my hands and easier to do my best craftsmanship. I cut those little pieces off. We don't need that nice long tail. That's not necessary. Cut it off along the way. Once I'm done with all of my pieces, I'd like to talk about how you will be creating your digital collage. There's going to be one photographer who's going to be taking the pictures. You already have been assigned that position. There's also going to be many people assisting actually creating the art. So here's how it goes. To begin with, we will clear off our station, getting rid of all the extras, so that all we see is what is the base, the background of our artwork. Then the photographer will click the picture. Click. They'll say, I have the picture. Go ahead and move the first piece on. We decided that we were moving from the background all the way to the foreground. So here, I'm going to be using the black strip that I added. I'll move my hand out of the way and say, safe. That means that all of our hands are out of the picture. Once I say, safe, the photographer is going to say, click. That means that they've taken the picture. Now my hand is going to go in again. I'm going to put my figure down, move my hand, and say, safe. The photographer will take the picture again and say, click. I'll continue with this method, safe, click, until we have completed our collage. Check out the next slide to see what the final collage might look like.